concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan State's offense will have first crack at this one. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State, and the Wolverines applied a little extra sting, winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the gloating from their in-state rival. They're looking to flip the script today.
And that's what's so fun about rivalries. You get bragging rights, and especially in the same state, so much disdain for each other. It's so awesome. The fans go bananas, and Michigan State's definitely got something to prove.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Rush is on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. Now in motion. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies about that.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on this? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. I'm not talking about ranking trophies.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. Hauls it in. He breaks a tackle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The RPO, it's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up, shadowing the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Use the play fake, now the throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you can tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost to pick up a first down at the 23. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking for space. It's Gentry. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Quarterback making adjustments. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Hines on the move. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They send the tight end in motion. Unloads quickly. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Wolverines are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Gentry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side now. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Quarterback keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got his man on the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited 1st half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Spartans will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Gentry. At the 35, he's got room. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Yeah, and this is an interesting decision, right? You got a good lead, a solid lead. A field goal now puts you up by more than a touchdown, which is a great place to be. Or do you want to stay ultra aggressive, go for the gusto, and go for the touchdown?
Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys, the ones that are talked about in this rivalry is inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been...
Turns on the Jets. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sparty.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the 1st down and more. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the move, it's Gentry. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Balls and fired complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The give to the back. Not much there on the line. He gets one to the 31. The Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Using the quick game. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1.
221 wing, 221 wing.
Trying to pound it in. Goal line defense on 4th down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And they got him for a safety.
And that one stings. Man, this offense had an opportunity to go down the field, score, make this game awesome and super competitive, and they give up a safety and give the football back. I tell you what, they were already in a hurry, and a lot of things had to happen for them to come down the field and win this football game. Now, it's looking like an uphill battle.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Punts it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete on the right side. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Man. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The offense changing the play. Looking to fire. Snags it over the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses. Football game with a lead, get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Now from inside the red zone. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Tight end now in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Michigan! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. And he was able to get back on top of it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Well, the running back really lucky he jumped on his own fumble right there, and he's going to have to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure on the ball and with ball security, because you put it on the ground, you find yourself on the sideline in this offense.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Wants to throw on third down. Looking left. It's caught. Still running at the 40. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Michigan State. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that run.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The give as they work on that clock. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The offense has a chance, down 1 possession in the 4th. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fakes to grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in the groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. There he goes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He'll off one deep down the left side. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw hype.
And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they're able to make the tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
He's got his man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Wolverines will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal.
Let's go.
Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll try it again after the incomplete pass on third and goal from the 3. It's complete to the right. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They want to throw it. He's into the end zone for the 2, and the lead is now at 16.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.